This is Luck Be a Landlord. It's I think a 2-year-old game now. It's a roguelike slot machine kind of game where every time you spin the slot machine, you can choose from one of three symbols, and those three symbols, like you get to create builds and synergies. I think I've played this game a total of 10 hours. It just came out on the phone. And all I did last night while I had some YouTube on before I went to bed is just grind up the Ascension tier. I have the top. Hello, Tricycles. I am here with a game for you. Not, actually kind of for you because I knew that if anyone would come, it would be you. So here's a new game. I really like this one. I'm saving Ascension 20 for I'm using Slay the Spire terminology for whenever I feel like playing this next. But for now, we're just gonna go no modifiers, floor one. This game's called Luck Be a Landlord. This morning I did a tier list on execution methods that humans have used throughout history, and it soured my mental, and I was like, I gotta play a game. I gotta play a game instead. I don't know if I'm gonna be sticking with the streaming thing, but I don't want to go out on learning about different forms of torture and execution. So here, I'll move down a little bit. We got to be able to see how much money I have. So each spin naturally costs 1 coin, and then each of these symbols, I can press and hold on them to see what they do, or I can tap on them and see what they do. They all have their own little thing. So let's just click spin here. And then, yeah, feel free to tell me if the volume's too high, too low. The game looks better in vertical, but I'm not streaming. I'm not going to scream in vertical. That would be a little silly. So here you get to choose one of these three: a bee, a cheese, or a seed. And really, in the early game, you don't have a build yet. It's really you want to fill up your board because you can see all of these give 1 coin, and you have to be able to pay rent. So I'm going to choose a cheese just because I know that there's some animals that come out later, like a mouse that I can use. So here's one: milk gives 1 coin, but cats drink milk. So let me click on it real quick. And then if I click on the cat, I can see destroys adjacent milk, gives 9 when the milk is destroyed. So now, if ever the cat and milk, there we go. If ever they're right next to each other, I get a little payout. So here, I'm taking an urn. This gives 1, and if you break it, it gives a spirit. So there's different builds. Like, I like grabbing urns because there's a couple ways that you can break them later on and get those spirits. Here's a shiny pebble. Increases the rarity of future things. I'm definitely gonna grabbing that. Hopefully, hoping to get some better stuff in my shop. So you can see I had to pay rent. It was 25 coins. I have 13 coins remaining. This is not very good. So here's Grave Robber. This is one of the things that I was literally just talking about. Perfect for a first run. So Grave Robber. So it says big urns, small urns, and whatever have a chance of being destroyed every time they show up. So normally you have to break the urn with a guy called a hooligan, but I don't need to worry about that. My urns will break ambiently. Very nice. Oh, here I'm covering how much gold I get per spin. That's no fun. And then here's a mouse. As you can see, mouse destroys adjacent cheese. So that's why I grabbed the cheese. So now every time I get a cheese. Wait, where should I put me? I don't know where I put me. Do I put me down here? Maybe down here. And then also in this game, if you've ever played something like a Slay the Spire, it's helpful to have things that destroy themselves. Like reroll capsules, they destroy themselves. Light bulbs, once it buffs a few other things, it destroys itself. So I'm going to take that light bulb, because that's going to get me a little bit more gold. As you can see, it did a little wiggle by a little pebble in the corner, gave me a couple more. So here's a dwarf. I like the dwarf because it enables me to buy beer and wine, and it destroys them. So it's something, yes, it adds something, but it means that every time I see a beer or a wine, I'm like, the dwarf can drink that. So there's my dwarf in the middle there. I don't want 2 dwarfs, but there's a beer. So now, once that beer, there we go. That's a payout. We can see that cheese still sitting there, paying rent, moving on. These are like hexes. These are curses. Some of these are worse than others. Like Hex of Emptiness. Yeah, basically that's the problem. Probably with me, to be honest. I'm very math oriented. This is detail oriented. I'm like I got to make sure I'm doing everything the optimal way. And what that means is when I'm talking, it probably sounds like nonsense half the time. And when I say probably, I mean it does because that's what everyone in my real life tells me. So we have like these hexes. They have a higher payout, as you can see, it gives 3 each time they appear. But they have punishments. Like this Midas will give a coin, like 1 in 3 rolls. It'll add a coin to the board, and coins suck. They only give you 1 coin per roll, and they ruin, like they block out your other synergies. Emptiness, it means that I'd have to skip symbols. I don't want that. But here, this ninja, if I take 1 and no more, it gives me 2 per roll, which is better than a lot of the things that I have. This is confusing. This is like relic choices. It doesn't matter that much. Really, you just want to be paying attention to like what seems like it'll be most useful. I'm not going to talk about these too much. None of those synergize with what I have right now. So I'm just taking the one that I like most. Taking the light bulb because it kills itself as it hits things. Taking the beer for my dwarf. I know it's confusing. I hope now that I could be like taking this for this, taking this for this, it makes a little bit more sense. Void fruit. So this is one where it will destroy itself if it's not adjacent to anything, and then if it is next to blank spaces, it gives you extra gold. So I love you take a void fruit every time. Now it's going to give me 1 gold because it's in that corner and it's got something missing. Now here, essences are like relics. So I can pay 12 gold for a relic, or I can buy some milk that my cat can drink. I'm gonna buy a relic. As you can see, I've got 100 gold due in 2 spins, and I'm at 112. I've got the shmoney. I'm investing in myself. In getting. So because I'm ahead, I feel like I could take a risk. See this coal? Coal gives 0, but after 20 spins, it transforms into a diamond. And then I can tap on the diamond there. Very rare. Gives 5 and gives 1 more gold for each other diamond. 5 gold is crazy. If I can get more than that, it becomes 6 and there'd be 2 on the board. It's potentially good. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. Stuff. Okay. This is that essence that I paid for. I don't like any of these very much. I'm just going to take one quietly and move on. So I got a couple of skips from paying rent there. So I can add one of these 3, or I can click this green skip thing at the top and get different options. So now that I don't know, I was a little greedy. I was like, I'll take a coal. Let's be... No. Yeah. Here we go. So I talked about the void stuff. The void stuff's good, but here's a lucky capsule. So you can see these different, just like Fortnite, right? You got your different ratings. You got uncommon here. There's common, uncommon, rare, and very rare. And this lucky capsule will give me a rare symbol no matter what. And early on, a rare symbol can help me define my build. So I'll take that. Typically, the things that say uncommon are better than the things that say common. There we go. There's those light bulbs gone. Now, beehive. 10% chance of adding honey. So honey is also rare, and it gives 3 gold. So it's a decent payout. And then I know because I've played the game, there's also a bear icon that you can add. And bears eat honey and give you crazy money if they do. What's my inventory like? 8 empty spaces. I gotta be buying some stuff, man. Which of these should I take? I could take another shiny pebble and make my stuff more rare. Take that hex of tedium and take that 3 gold per roll, but I'm a little too scared of that. I'm playing on Ascensions here. I should be able to handle this. Bounty Hunter. These will be able to destroy thieves. Thieves take money from you, but then they like pay out extra if you take them out, and you can take them out with a banana peel, or damn it, or the bounty hunter. I'm hoping that I'm okay here. This is, yeah, there's the banana. Adding another coal. This is looking spicy, to be honest. I'm not getting a lot of stuff. Yeah, I might have actually already barely won. And barely got through. Okay, so here, if I skip once, I can add 2 symbols, which is nice. Then this can give me 50 gold if I spin 25 or less, and I'm gonna spin 25 or less. Take that void fruit. Here we go. Conveyor belt. Stuff is 2 times more likely to add symbols, and I've got that beehive. So I'd love to double my honey, if possible. Did I roll too much to get my thing? I think I might have rolled too much to get my thing. Well, if I can get these diamonds paying out, I'm guaranteed to win, I feel like. Especially at this lower level. Here we go. I've got 2 honeys. Cultist is one of the most fun, like, the cultist, that's what you want to see right when you start a game of Luck Be a Landlord. Because it gives 1 gold for each other cultist. So at the beginning of the game, you could just go cultist mode if you really want. And you just 0 thoughts, head empty build. It's fun. I'm going to take a goose. It has the option of paying out a golden egg, which pays 4. And given that I just got that conveyor belt, it's going to double my odds of getting that additional one. Essence capsule, I can't afford it right now. I'm going to take a key. There's chests and stuff that you can open with keys. So I'm just thinking about my future. You know, it's this game, it's perfect for having it on while you're like watching something. Oh, so many honeys. I'm hoping by 1 gold. I needed 225. I got it 226. Okay. This is like my last one before the oh shoot. Before those diamonds start paying off. So here we go. I've got 3. If a symbol would take money from me, it takes 1 less. I'll have that. Here's one where if I can kill people, they leave some spirits, which make 6 gold per round. There we go. Lockbox. That's something that I can open with a key. Now, I have 9 remove tokens. And you can see, like, my board holds 20 spaces. So I want to optimize for the maximum amount of gold. And I want to do that by, let's remove this coin. Let's remove this flower. And let's keep going. So now I'm at 20, no blank spaces. And I've got 7 of those left over. Big earn. That's got a big payout once it breaks. There we go, 2 spirits. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. I was thinking I would lose at level 1 of Luck Be a Landlord. Mega chest! Gives 100 gold when destroyed. Very rare. Give me a key, brother. I mean, it making 3 gold per turn is incredible. I actually don't know how much I need a key to open it anytime soon. There we go. There's the first diamond. I've got all these honeys. I need a bear to slurp them up, okay? I need a bear to slurp up my honeys. You can see there are a lot of these times I'm clicking on something, not really thinking too hard about it. It's because of those capsules. Capsules, you take them, they give you a little benefit, and then they're gone. They're out of your deck. Because we'll look at my deck in a second. The big thing that you want to avoid is overfilling it. The board has 20 spaces, and you want to optimize it for whatever synergy you have going on. So I can either get 5 guaranteed skips, some gold, 10 gold, eventual gold from that lunchbox. I think I've been cutting it a little close. I'm going to take that extra gold here. And then eventual bear build. I'm building into the bear, even though I don't have one yet. I'm hoping. Oh, I gotta take the tomb. It's rare. Adds spirits. I have that relic that's gonna break it open. Here we go. Cleaning rag. Diamonds give one more. I'm gonna have 2 diamonds. We're building our way out. Okay. I made it by. I broke my piggy bank to survive round 2. I made it by 1 coin on like round 4. We're getting out of here. It's gonna. Yeah. So here we go. The grave robber. So now I need a bear, and it's over. And a big chest for that, and the key for that mega chest. Ooh, nah. I could have taken that cheese actually. So now that we've gone a little bit, let's see what my deck's looking like. I've got 7 removals right now, 23 symbols. I can remove some. I'm looking for 20. And I'm looking to optimize it. By the way, I know I skipped a cheese that I could have given to the mouse. Okay, lay off me. I'm talking through what I'm doing, going and playing at the same time. I'm gonna make some mistakes. Keep that cat around because it can slurp up some milk, but I think I'm just gonna remove this shiny pebble. There we go. So many honeys. That's another honey from the beehive. Buffing capsule. Adjacent symbols get 2x more. I like this chemical 7. So, it's a slot machine. So if you get 3 sevens, so 777, it gives you 77 gold as a bonus. And you know me, like I've mentioned it every time. I love things that destroy themselves. I'm taking it every time. Key! Open my mega chest. Look at all these honeys. Okay, I've got 2 diamonds now. I'm feeling good about that, but I need a bear. I got Maxwell the bear waiting. Once that bear... Ooh, that's a big payout. I don't have a... Yeah, I can't open that lockbox with anything. Skip. Give me a bear. Give me a... No bear. That's okay. I think I'll be able to live with it. Okay, so I've got 3 open spaces now, too. So I should... Oh, I've got tons of money right now, too. That's fantastic. So there's this Beastmaster. It can double up how much an animal next to it gives. So you might say, well, right now, my inventory, I've got like a mouse. I've got a cat. I've got a goose. That's not going to give me that much extra payout. But if I do eventually get a bear and it eats some of that honey, this is going to double the amount of my payout from that honey. And ooh, baby, it's going to be delicious. Look at it. And then honestly, it gave me 3 extra gold right there from being right next to those other guys. I'm fine taking that Beastmaster. It's perspective. Chef. Can I get more money? So those capsules are great, but look at this chef. If it adjacent honey gives 2 times more. So those things that pay out 3 now pay out 6. And that's awesome. I'm just going to take... The peppers are the simplest, 0 brain. I only have to have a build. Look at it. Look at that chef. Give me some money. Buffing capsule. Capsule destroys itself. I don't need to worry about it. Hexes scare me. Oh, I'm feeling good again. I'm feeling like... I'll take a milk. My cat can drink it. What am I at? Yeah, 20 symbols. I'm feeling like I've got a good chance on this one. I would love a way to destroy my honey. I would love a bear, because I have this thing here that will also really ramp up that payout. But that's okay. I do have a bounty hunter, no? I do, right here, a bounty hunter. Bounty hunters destroy thieves, so I'll take that thief. And at this point... should remove something. No, I'm just at 20 symbols. I'm fine to not remove something. Alright. But yes, this is Luck Be a Landlord. I don't know how long it's been on the Android shop, but I saw it earlier this week. It's only got like 1,000 downloads on it, but I had it for Steam, and I love this game. It's... There's the hooligan, aforementioned hooligan. Come on, give me what I need. It's a chill time. You can pick it up, put it down, however you want. You get to do some... There we go. You get to unlock some achievements. So time capsules give me something that's been destroyed in the past, and it returns it back to the board. I'm going to assume that whatever it is, I have the ability to destroy yet again. You can see that thief in the middle. It's got a 12 above his head, so every turn it takes money from me. But when I do eventually kill it, like, yeah, I get avenged sevenfold, as they say. Okay, how much money do I have left over after paying that one off? 285. That's pretty good. Destroys itself when you spin. You have 27 more symbols to choose from. Okay, I'm picking this, and you're going to give me a bear. Destroys itself after a symbol destroyed. Gives 1 for each symbol destroyed. I mean, that's the only one that I can eventually use. Whew, come on. Bear me. Do I greedy essence? I'm gonna greedy essence this. And we have I don't think any of those mattered. So I got a void stone from the thing that takes something that destroyed from the past. Now give me a bear. Is there a bear? Bear. Give me a bear. I don't think I see a bear. I see another Beastmaster, which is pretty good. I see an urn, which I can take, but that doesn't exactly pump me up. I want a bear. So yeah, we're hitting the point where I think I'm gonna start trimming again, right? 23 symbols, so I've got more than I need. So I'm gonna start taking them out. Cat only gives me 1 gold per roll, so cat's gone. And 22 symbols. This gives me 1 gold per roll. That's gone. And then that thief, once that thief's gone, that's gonna set me back to normal. So you can see I've got all these relics going on. There's all this money, but you just when you're playing this game, you learn what's important. And I guess right now what's important is honey, because I've got a lot of it. Got a lot of honey. I'm getting these reroll capsules. I want to maximize my odds of getting a bear as much as possible. I need a bear. Okay, that's really all that there is to it. But right now, you can imagine if I were playing this, I'd be laying on the couch. I've got something on the TV. Like I'm looking over every 10 seconds, clicking the go button, and yeah, all you got to do is pick your one of 3 things and trim your deck as you go. I also set it to a much higher speed, so you know all those Beastmaster wiggles. It goes like, and you know I like clicking it as fast. Have you seen videos of like older people at casinos when they're at the slot machines? Like you could just, it's like okay, good. I seem to be making a good amount of money. Let me continue here, and then I'll make that. That's gonna give me a payout. Frozen fossil. This frozen fossil thing is sick. I'm not gonna take it here, but it destroys hexes and stuff, and then it gets a permanent buff each time. I think I'm gonna take the tomb just because I know that I'm gonna get a good payout out of it. And then this is not good. But yeah, there's the videos of like you can just see like a line of old people at a slot machine just mashing the button to spin it over and over and over again. And that's literally what I do when I play this game. I like just mash the button over and over. But the thing is, I'm paying no money, right? I paid $5. And then if I win, I feel a sense of victory because I know that it was my decision making that got me there. And luck. But also decision making. But that it depresses me, okay? It depresses me. Just your phone says it's 78 outside, but it feels like 90. I think mine says it's 84, and if I were to go outside, I'd probably agree with it. It's been hot. It's been real hot lately. Okay, I woke up early this morning because I wanted to make that execution tier list, and I stepped outside, and it was like, yeah, my phone said it was like 68. It was glorious. I could take a walk, I could feel like a breeze, and it was cool. But now if I step outside, it's I feel like I'm in Mumbai, something like that. Look at all these spirits that I've got chilling. Okay, if you've got extra gold to spare, there's this hustling capsule. You pay 7 gold, but then it gives you 1 cue ball. And a cue ball gives you 1 gold per roll, which is pretty sweet. And then we've got a billionaire here. I'm not going to take the billionaire. But if you have to kill them, they give you 39 gold. But you don't like to take them because they give 0 gold. They have little benefit unless you have the ability to murder them. Isn't that something? Let's continue. Taking the hustling capsule. You can see my little cue ball there. Got all these little relics going. So here we go. Another chemical 7. This is my 2. The second 7 of my 777. Give me a bear. Son of a... I want a bear. Because look at all my honey. The chef's doing some great work. I'm taking that urn because I know I can break it. I've got 25 symbols. I need to remove a couple more. Mouse. So I got a mouse and a ninja here because there's one of the relics is called ninja and mouse. And if you have a ninja and a mouse next to each other, they pay like 5x or something like that. But it didn't pay out. So I'm getting rid of those. Honestly, this goose, it didn't pay out yet. It only gives me 1 gold per roll. I'm getting rid of it. Next on the chopping block is probably the... You know what? Consider your ass gone, dwarf. The bounty hunter I'll keep around just in case I get one special relic. One little fun thing for me to show you, even though it might throw away my run for no good reason. No, I'm taking Goldilocks. I just want the bears, man. Give me bears. Okay. The diver is another sick thing to get as frequently as you can. So the diver removes like aquatic themed things that you can add to your board. Like you can see the snail, the turtle, and so on. And if it does it, it gets a permanent buff. So like it'll give 3 and then 4 and so on. So I love taking these because it allows for permanent scaling. And I guess that's not going to impact me much. Give me a bear. I'd really like a bear. To be honest, that would please me. your dog's out to bother you? I've got a... Yeah, my cat's really a pain. It's the first time in forever that he's slept up there. He's been all day recently, maybe because of the heat. He's been hiding under the bed, sleeping, and all comfy. But today he's out laying in his corner there. But earlier today, he was definitely on my case. I got so much honey here, man. I just want a bear. Here's a jellyfish. My diver can eat that. I should probably get rid of the... Yeah, my board's a little overblown. I think I got some trimming to do. 20. It's not overblown. The next time I add something. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oyster. Does my guy have the ability to eat an oyster? And a pearl? Awesome. Oysters, very dangerous. If you don't have the ability to remove pearls... If you add an oyster, it just keeps adding pearls over and over. But thankfully, yeah, I just added one there. Thankfully, my diver has the ability to destroy them, so I'm not too worried about it. I've got so much honey and no bear. I think my diver could have taken that snail out, actually. Yeah, I could have. Embarrassing. Very embarrassing. I should have paid attention. Should have taken that snail. I don't really think of a snail as a sea creature, but you know that's a fault that I guess I'll just have to learn to live with. Skip. We're nearing the end of this run. It is looking like I'm gonna win, thankfully. Which means that if I do it again, I'm probably gonna lose the next time. But that's all right. Just playing on Ascension 1. It's like if you see someone who's like, I play Slay the Spire all the time, I'm taking the anchor because my guy can eat it. And they fail on Ascension 1 or Ascension 0, you can hold that over their head for the end of time. Like, yeah, this is the final one right here. When you're playing this game, when you pay 777, and when 777's due, that's like the final round on Ascension 0. It gets a little bit more complicated. Eventually, there's a boss fight. That's right, a slot machine boss fight. So here's an essence. If I got it, if I got this essence and I had the mouse and ninja next to each other, it would have increased their payout as they went. But all of these are useless to me. Quantum symbol bomb will give me 5 possible symbols. Is there a bear in these symbols? A bear? I'd love a bear. There's no bear in there. All these are useless. I just grabbed a farmer accidentally. Ah! Oh, okay, 22. I added a farmer. Does the farmer help me? Adjacent. Not honey. That's unfortunate. If there was a bear in that shop, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm not too sad. Because I only need like, what, 200 gold and then I win? So I'm going to do... Bear me. Bear me. Not beer me. Bear me. I'm gonna do one more after this. Just because all that you see right now is honey, right? You're not learning the whole way of Luck Be a Landlord just by looking at some honey. I forgot to use my quantum symbol bomb. So some of the relics, you choose when to use them. So like here it is right here, the quantum symbol bomb. Destroy. Pearl, my guy can eat it. Skip. 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 There we go. My diver eating 2 fish. That that increases how much it'll pay me by 2 gold each roll, which is pretty sweet. Taking this big urn because I have that thing that automatically breaks them. But really, this game is the honey game, right? I didn't get a bear. I've gotten 2. My guy can eat snails. Don't forget. I've gotten 2 relics that could help my bears pay out more. But instead, I just keep getting honey. It earns. Lots of urns, but... Alright. 3 spins away. Oh! I was considered doing a Smash character tier list. I haven't played Super Smash Bros. In 2 years. But whenever you look up... I looked up tier lists online because I was wondering what kind of things could you talk about that would trigger the largest population. When I looked up tier lists, almost every image was just Smash tier lists. Like it's like synonymous with tier list Smash. It's pretty funny. So when you win, oh, I still have to fight the final boss. I guess you unlock the final boss. Okay. Barrel of dwarves. I can just add dwarves and then it'll automatically remove them. Silver arrow. These are good. These are arrows where they point in a direction and then they pay triple. The silver arrow. And then there's better arrows than that too. Very big symbol bomb. Choose from 8 symbols. Give me that. Big urn. Pokemon tier list. Do you... So Pokemon games, I've played a good... I mean, I played a number of them. And then like Pokemon themselves... I know a lot of them. I'm definitely an above average. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I had a full day where I'm just like I don't know what to do today, I can do a tier list of every single Pokemon ever. That's an idea. No. But I don't really have too strong of opinions on a lot of them. Like Comfy or whatever, isn't that like the keychain? No, or like the one where it's like a lay. Like I don't care. Bunnery, that's just a bunny. I don't give a shit. See, yeah, that's different. If you can name every Pokemon based on their silhouette. I did some. I had a period in the 2020, right when COVID started. We all did weird stuff, right? I got emulators. I did Nuzlocke runs. I did like a randomizer. Klefki. I I did like an Emerald randomizer, and I did the two games that they're based on, the original ones. I did Nuzlocks of. But then I was just like, no, I'm gonna try to do a Nuzlocke on uh, Pokemon Sword, and that was, and then playing that game in real time, dealing with games that move at a Pokemon game speed was not worth it, man. Like, when I sit down to game, like this isn't even, this is me gaming, but typically I'm like not even paying attention while doing this, and I'm also doing something else. I'm like actively sitting down to play Pokemon Sword, and like I'm sitting through 30 minutes of hop dialogue, losing my goddamn mind. Like, there's no way. Uh, so that lost it for me, but yeah. Well, as a 27-year-old man, I do agree that the most recent Pokemon games are worse. And that they really knew what they were doing when they came out with Emerald specifically. But no, I've grown to appreciate some of the ones after. Like, I regret buying it, but I did play the Brilliant Diamonds remake on the Switch. That's the game that made me realize I don't want to pay for any more Pokemon games anymore. But I did play it. Uh, I embarrassingly have. Yeah, I've heard that Scarlet and Violet were better. To me, the games look like they run like ass. They look like garbage. When you're like moving around and it's like the Switch can't handle it, like this game runs better than that. But I'd agree. I've heard good things. But I just don't know if it's for me as much. When I was a kid, I had it on my SP. I'd play it on the bus. I had like 110 hours in Emerald when I played it, but yeah, not anymore. Another thing that happened though, a very cursed period of my life that happened a couple years ago. Yeah, I played, I think, 1,000 hours of Pokemon Unite, and I got good at that game. But you don't. Pokemon Unite is not. It's not a very forgiving game. You're on a team, obviously with random people. You can't control them. Yeah, that's bad, and that's not too bad. The If it's just rendering and you only get one error, like I get more stuff like that when I'm playing Fortnite, man. You've been to Mega City in the new Fortnite map. I fall through the oops. I fall through the ground there all the time. I don't think I put myself in do not disturb mode. Where are you? There we go. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Arceus. Arceus came out when I was playing through a few of the Dark Souls games, and there were some boss fights where you were just dodge rolling and then eating some like fruit pellets at big Pokemon, and I was just like, I just played Ornstein and Smo for 2 hours, and this looks dumb. And I know that that's a me problem and not an Arceus problem, but still. Uh, and also, it really was just the shining diamond really broke it for me. Let's do one more level one run. Start from scratch. Create a build out of nowhere. See where it takes us. I'm taking a milk. I know that the cat can drink it. There we go. Cat drank it. Get 10 extra gold. Have that space. I'm taking a cultist. Cultist me. Now I want cultists. Just cultists. Give me more cultists. I'm taking a bounty hunter because it can kill thieves if thieves appear. Cultist. It's not a cultist. I'm going to take a present because it'll eventually destroy itself and give me 10 gold. And I like things that destroy themselves. Cultists. Yeah, I mean, BDSP gameplay, yeah, it at least renders, but it's definitely more along the lines of I don't even know where I was going with that. Yeah, there wasn't that much to it. And then, you get to the end of the game and it's just like, oh, Now I understand the whole Garchomp thing. They really did just make it broken for no reason. Freaking Cynthia's Garchomp. Like outspeeded in one shot. Another cultist. So now both these are going to give me 1 gold each time. And then another cultist would make all 3 of them would give me 2 gold each time. And so on. It's very strong if you can build it up. Yeah, she's got like that Spiritomb and so on, but it's the I'm trying to remember what I even hit it with. Like I had an Obama Snow. Obama Snow. Obama Snow. And I had it. It was. I mean, it was at around the right. That might make sense. I had it like leveled up all the way, and I was like, yeah. Let me be clear. I leveled it up as far as I needed to go, and then I like gave it Ice Beam. I'm like, this Obama Snow is my Garchomp Destroyer, and I put it in and just immediately got one shot, and then everything else did. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I should have been playing with items or gotten a legendary Pokemon and made the game easy instead of trying to have a little fun while playing it. But it was just the final boss. Who cares? Do I already have a goldfish? I do not. Goldfish can pop bubbles and you get bonus stuff. I want more cultists, really, to be honest. Weavile. See, Weavile. Now here, this. Let me age myself here. When I think of Weavile, I'm just like that useless piece of crap. You know that there's no physical special split, right? It's a physical damage Pokemon, but all of its moves deal special damage. That thing is useless. Why would you want a Weavile? I know that's not how it works anymore. I'm aware. Lucky Cat. Each cat gives me higher good symbol odds. I'm not seeing any more cultists, unfortunately. Matryoshka doll. That's one. It's kind of like the diamond thing, where over time it gets stronger. Just like this coal. I'm not going to take the coal this time. I took the coal last time. No coal. Another bounty hunter, magpie peach. I am not liking this. Not yet. There's time. Take a bubble. Hopefully, the fish can pop the bubble. Yeah, quad effective. Oh yeah, ice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Couldn't I also give? I mean, what am I talking about? It's the broken Garchomp. Like, couldn't you just give it like a ice beam to a Starmie or Staryu or whatever the hell, and that would murder it? But stab. Good point. I'm gonna take Grave Robber again. It's just good. Then I know that, like I haven't learned the difference for like which games have different critical hit rates and stuff like that. Like I avoided getting that far in when I was doing the Nuzlocke stuff because in the end Nuzlocks they're not that hard to win. So I was like, if someone dies, they die, you know? Torchic dies. It's unfortunate. But... Okay, that rare Dame. Can I roll and get another rare? No. No. I definitely assume cultist. We're so back. I've got that key. I've got that big gold chest, which makes me feel good. I've got one empty space. I can add in a dwarf. Start adding some beer, and then I can start removing some of the chaff. Like we've got that useless coin. We got that useless flower. A blind Nuzlocke, it makes sense that you'd fail. From what I understand, the mechanics of the game are a little bit different than they were previously. You choose. Let's Team Starbase. I haven't played through the game. I'm sorry. I'm unfamiliar with the bad guys. Like Pokemon Sword there were the goon dudes, and then there was like the main goon guy, and you like go to his boss fight, and he's like playing, and it looks like it should be a punk concert, and then you hear nothing the whole time. Like it's just silence. They don't have any voice acting. See, just gyms. That's the kind of thing that would pull me back in, but it's too late. Okay, I didn't even play through all of Elden Ring. I was like, this thing is too long. And if I'm not playing, that's my baseline now. It's like if I'm not going to play through Elden Ring, but I'm gonna play through Pokemon Scarlet. I haven't played through Elden Ring, but I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate 3. Like that's how I've been thinking about it. No, none of these are what I want. I know that you're looking at this and you're like, I don't know what the hell is going on. I know that the wine, my dude can, my dwarf can drink it up. Removal capsule will allow me to remove some useless stuff in the future because I do keep adding symbols. You know, removal capsules allow you to add more symbols because you know that you can take some out later. It's like I still have an empty space, so I'm not going to remove anything yet, but I'm so ready, and I want more cultists. I want more cultists, and then I can take an access capsule. Feel a little. I've got the money. I just want to be able to click the spin button. I want to. Yes. I want to set my speed to 2x like I normally do, and then just watch the money roll in, and then go on with my day. I'm feeling better. I'm glad that you kind of understand what's going on. You should, if I were playing this at my normal speed, like I don't know if you've seen like Rainbow, the GeoGuessr guy, where it's just like he's like this, and then it shows like an image, and he's like, "That's Mongolian grass." Boop, got it. Belgian roads. Boop, got it. Like that's I'm just going like when I play this normally. So this is pain for me playing this slowly, but that's all right. So yeah, capsules. Taking every capsule I can. Gonna remove some useless stuff. The coin, no, it has no synergy, no extra benefit. This flower, no synergy, no extra benefit. I'm not removing stuff like the coconut half because that gives me 2 rather than 1. The battle cats. Are battle cats part of Pokemon Scarlet? Or am I playing the wrong mode of Luck Be a Landlord? Well, this gives me a quantum symbol bomb after I add 3 symbols. That's pretty good. Buffing capsule? A second quantum symbol bomb. So Gambler. This one's useful for me because it gives, as the longer it sticks around, the bigger its payout will be. And then it destroys itself if I roll a 1 or a 1 with either of those 5s. The best mobile game of all time? Slay the Spire is on mobile, and so is Super Auto Pets, brother. So I've got some bad news for you. Battle Cats. I'll look it up. Not no, but I'm curious now. I actually, now that you've mentioned it, I have heard people say good stuff about Battle Cats. But I've spent like 300 hours playing Slay the Spire. Battle Cats. And Super Auto Pets has become like one of my most... Oh, Tower Defense! Played games of all time. I see. Back in my day... Back in my day we had balloons. A little bit of balloons. I see this now. I like tower defense games. There was a roguelite one that was pretty good. It's not on mobile, but it was called Rogue Tower. But they still haven't added a speed up function, so I haven't bought it yet. But that's a good one too. I mean, looking at this game, that doesn't look anything like Rogue Tower, to be honest. But Yeah, tower defense games, they're definitely they can be made well, or they can be a little boring. But sometimes it's fun to just turn it on because you get to watch the things die. The thing that I don't like about tower defense games, though, is I feel like sometimes I'm just playing and then you die. You know, I mean, that's like a roguelike thing too. But like everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. I'm dead. You know, I got that thing that destroys the urns, right? Yes, I do. So I'll take that urn. Skip that. Skip that. Skip that. All these dames keep showing up, but I don't really have anything that synergizes with them too well. Like, I'm looking for cultists. Oh, I got a guillotine. Cultist! I'm talking about guillotines today. I put that on in the meh tier of ways to be murdered, ways to be executed. I think that the guillotine, it's not. It's like when you look at the list, there was so much insane stuff, but the guillotine in particular, you got the upset stomach from knowing like this is the day that I'm gonna get guillotined, right? Like you're just like, oh no, today's the day. But that's the case for a lot of things like hanging in the electric chair. The only difference is for the guillotine is that like you're in a prison cell, you got the guy coming, dragging you out in chains, and like while you're walking through the town, you got the whole town there. They're buying concessions from their 17th century Parisian, like yeah, they're all getting their baguettes from the concession stand. They're spitting on you. They're throwing shit at you as you go, yeah, and they all want to it's a show for them. They want to see it happen. And then the milk and honey one. Did you? I put that okay. In my tier list, I'm immediately pivoting. I put that at that was in the hell is worse. That was my lowest one. The one where it's the word for the boat, where they feed you milk and honey and cover you in it and send you out to sea and you get eaten by bugs. Did you see it? Are you Dan Carlin pilled as well? There's no way you're Dan Carlin pilled. I don't know how you knew about that, but that's definitely that one scared me. The other worst one was there's one I can't remember its name, but they put you in a bag with Miss Fruit is awesome. She eats fruit and then gets a permanent buff like that miner guy. So I'm taking Miss Fruit. But the other one that you get put in a leather sack. Like a punishment where you get put in a leather sack with like a monkey, a dog, a rooster, a snake, and I think something else, and you get thrown into the sea in like this leather sack with those animals. So presumably they're all freaking out. So you gotta Brazen Bull was in the list too. Presumably, but that one that's scary, but it's not as scary as this, where you're fighting off a snake, a dog. Like, well, you gotta kill them all, and then you're in the middle of the ocean in a sack with a bunch of dead animals. You gotta fight your way out. Like you're gonna drown. You're gonna suffocate. You're gonna die fighting all these animals. Like that's nightmare stuff. The Brazen Bull, I learned about that today, and the second image on Wikipedia for the Brazen Bull when I looked it up was the guy who made the Brazen Bull being forced into his Brazen Bull, which is I found it kind of funny. Okay, I find that kind of funny. Deserved? Maybe a little deserved. Okay, so this egg carton allows me to add eggs if I so choose. No, that's a chest. I like a big treasure chest. It's nice. Oh, I guess I'll take that. I don't see the other ones paying out. Yeah, there we go. Talked about the Brazen Bull, the guillotine, I'm glad I can't remember the names of those things, right? Because that's some cursed stuff to keep in my long-term memory. I'm gonna get rid of that magpie. It's not getting me anywhere. Same with this pearl. Those aren't gonna do me anything. I know that I had that ability to really ramp up. Ooh. I know that there was that rare martini there, but I need this key to open that gigantic chest. Now I'm thinking about the execution tier list again. That's it's So it's not that bad. Like each individual item, as you talk about it, like the brazen bull, where you get put into a metal bowl, where if you start shouting, it changes the sound of your voice, so it sounds like you're a shouting bull, and then you get roasted alive. Like I can say that one at a time, it's not that bad, but like when you're just like locked in, going way to die after way to die after way to die, it starts to mess with you a little bit. But what's not messing with me is having all of these cultists. Because you can see now when it pops up at the end, 5 gold per cultist. So the way that they work, yeah, the first one you get, if you have one cultist, you get 0. But if you have 2 cultists, each cultist gives you 1. So now I have 5. They're all giving me 5. I keep taking these void fruit because, like I say, anything that can disappear, yeah, that can be removed from my deck is fantastic. And with all these cultists, I'm honestly outscaling. Oh. Now, one could continue to play the game like I am and like winning. No, I can't take General Zaroff. I've got to miss fruit. So General Zaroff is possibly the most fun unit that you can get in this game because what it does is it kills everyone and it gives you money when it kills them. So then this means that every time you can add someone, you just add a new person in, General Zaroff kills them. And sometimes you could forget and you could just click on another General Zaroff and then they kill each other and you lose. That's happened to me once. You know, it happens to the best of us, so it's fun. I highly recommend General Zaroff. I mean, it's looking like me when I grow the facial hair out just with some green eyes. I'm taking this Essence capsule. Give me another relic that I can use. Do I want to add those symbols? Nah, I don't think I have anything I want there. I'll just take this white pepper. Miss Fruit, eating some fruit. I'd definitely love to get some more cultists popping. Reroll capsule because it's at least something. I'm back with what were the other messed up ones. There were other tier lists I thought about doing instead. Yes, occultist. The one that made me laugh the most was trying to do a tier list of different American accents to try to offend as many people as possible, which seemed funny. I've seen a couple animes. I'm considering doing a. Yeah, Luck Be a Landlord is not new. Well, Luck Be a Landlord came out in 2021, but it did not come out on mobile in 2021. The company that released it on mobile, they've also released Brotato, which I love and have also considered playing, but I don't want to talk during it. Like I'm just like mind empty playing Brotato. Like what they're doing, it seems like there's a company, another cultist. It's free money, man. It seems like they're taking some of the good indie Steam games that like just 1 or 2 people made, and they're releasing them on mobile for a bunch of people to play. So, I'm an indie gamer. I'm picky. I see like it might look like I play like nonsense, but I'm picky. And now seeing these companies taking these indie games, particularly roguelikes, which are my favorite type of game, and putting them on the Steam store. I'm not going to use any of these. Taking them from the Steam store, putting them on the Android App Store. It's exactly what I want because then I can do this with them. I can play them in bed. I can easily play them on a plane. I don't need a Steam Deck. Undertale is Undertale on air. I played Undertale once when I was. I mean, in 2016, I played it. I played it once. I don't feel like thinking about these. I don't think they matter too much. Ooh, Geologist. So this guy can destroy some stuff too and give me permanent buffs. So I'll take that. And then Fish Tank will take out my fish for me and give me 1 gold there instead. Yeah, if Undertale is on, I mean, that's a perfect mobile game, right? Like you don't need that much processing power to play Undertale. So I'm glad that it's on mobile, right? Like it's the perfect kind of game for it. Nintendo should be putting. I should be able to play the original. I should be able to play F-Zero on my phone. I should be able to stream F-Zero. Switching PC. Okay, that makes sense. I should be able to stream F-Zero from my phone with the boppin' soundtrack whenever I want. That's my cow. That's tempting. I can't take that cow though. Do I have the thing for the egg where it automatically takes out the eggs? Gives 12 gold whenever eggs are removed, so I can take an egg. Yeah, I want F-Zero, the original one, where it's back in that like the NES days where it's just like the one, like the sprite that turns, kind of like the first Mario Kart. That's what I want. Or the original Mario Kart. Uh, like when I played Undertale, I think I killed a couple things, and then I just watched the pacifist and genocide run. Because I mean, I did it. I was in college, right? Like, what? I'm gonna miss out on 12 hours of Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. And Wii Bowling, so I can play more Undertale. Nah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it as a YouTube video in bed. Uh, that was at least my thinking. So I've got the geologist. I've got a Miss Fruit. Neither of these work for her. I could take the reroll capsule. But yeah, I didn't level up at all. I remember that. I can't remember what I killed. Or if like I took too many fruit from the fruit basket or something like that, and that ruined it for me. But okay. Buffing capsule will double me up. This is another one, Zaroff's contract. So General Zaroff is rare, but there's a chance that you can get this. This is one of the reasons why you take the bounty hunter early on, because you might get Zaroff's contract, where a bounty hunter then can kill any unit, any person as well. But that's not what I want right there. Sky Wars. Sky Wars. Game. Block man. Minecraft Sky Wars. I've heard of Bed Wars. I've seen one Bed Wars thing. No, this might sound a little. This is bordering on offensive. I've avoided playing Minecraft beyond like an hour or 2 hours because I knew that I'd like it too much. And when it came out, Bed Wars, Sky Wars, but worse. Fair enough. Sky Wars. I mean, Bed Wars. I heard years ago. So yeah, I haven't been keeping up with it. I'm glad that I avoided Beastmaster. I can take the egg. I'm glad that it came out when I was in high school, and I knew that I'd love it and play it a bunch. And now that I have less time, yes, exactly. Now that I have less time in my life, I'm glad. Yeah, that it's because I don't blame you for doing it. The game is incredible, right? Like I've watched. I mean, I don't watch all the Minecraft content, right? Like it's not. The Dream SMP is not made for me, right? But I've watched enough Minecraft now to know that I could have gotten really sucked into it. Like I was around when my Skyrim came out. I was able to get it, and I played Skyrim like nonstop for 2 weeks, and then like there was just a time when I was just like stuck in a cave for like 2 hours. Got it. I never watched Technoblade, but I definitely I'm familiar with him. He seemed like a good guy too. He appeared in a couple things that I did see. I'm alluding to that. I've seen a good amount of Slimesicle videos, if you know who that is. So, and I know that he was. Now that I know that was him, I know that he won that a lot. Is that what Minecraft Monday was, or whatever? There was that big competition thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh. Man who's seen every good Federico Fellini movie from the 1950s and 60s out of Italy, talking about Minecraft, Sky Wars. Got it. And so that was different. Oh, because you're talking about a game mode. That makes sense. I never watched any of the Minecraft Mondays. Forgive me. All these are not. None of this is relevant anymore because I have my cultists. To be honest, I mean that's fair, right? Uh, whenever we have a house party, let's say we pull out Wii Sports, we pull out Switch Sports, and typically it'll be like my fiance and I, my fiance, we both play video games. I'm a lot better, but we both play them. And then there's the other couple where like the guy plays video games and the girl's just like, I have no idea what's going on. And then before we even start, it's just like we already know what the teams are. Okay, it's it's definitely gonna be me and the other woman almost every time, and we still win. That's the thing. Sometimes you're just too good. I haven't been able to make use of my geologist yet. Still at 20 symbols. I have my cultist. Isn't James Charles makeup content creator? Like, why would Technical Blade owning James Charles in Minecraft? Like, I know Dream, that's a Minecraft guy. If you said he owned Dream, I'd be like, yeah, I know that guy. But James Charles is just a. Isn't he a? Am I losing it? Don't I like on like trending videos? I remember thumbnails of James Charles with like makeup tutorials. Isn't he canceled? What the hell is going on right now? Oh man. In the Hunger Games. Minecraft Hunger Games, if that's what it is, that sounds once. Mr. B. I tried watching. No, I alluded to movies. And I love movies. When I was in high school, I was a junior. I started watching like 4 movies a week. In college, my senior year, I watched like 2, 3 movies a day because I had the time and I knew that I wouldn't in the future. Like I don't now. So like I've developed like a keen sense of editing and pacing and so on. And when I watch a Mr. Beast video, I've watched one. I felt like my brain was going to melt and die. And I'm someone who I've watched Skibbity Toilet through episode 40 or whatever. And I'll check back in on it. And I like Skibbity Toilet. I think that the kids they know what they're doing. But in the Mr. Beast video, the hyper editing, a lot of his friends that he has on there, let's just say they wouldn't be my friends, wouldn't they, folks? They would not be my friends. And it's just not the same. So, you can see I'm triangulating your age, basically. It's not actually. I don't know, that sounded creepier than I meant it to be the moment that it came out of my mouth. You don't have to watch Skibbity Toilet, I was just. I like to be apprised of memes, Like if there's something going around, I'm like, what's that about? Middle schooler. So you should have seen Skibbity Toilet. Well, what are you waiting for? Come on, you probably don't know. Like there was the main guy. Oh yeah, I've recommended Northern Lion to you. He's 34 years old. Maybe he's not the streamer for you, because I've got a little bit more Gen Z in me that can probably relate a little bit more. No, Skibbity Toilet's some good stuff. You got, and then like there's a main character in there. Every time he comes in, they play Tears for Fears' "Everybody Wants to Rule the World." Like that song. I mean, it's from like the 80s. You wouldn't know it otherwise, and it's great. I think it's good content. The lore is fun. It keeps ramping up in its silliness. I have a good time playing. I have a good time watching it when I watched it, and I haven't watched it for a while. Give me something good. Another Miss Fruit. I already have a Miss Fruit. A martini, a comedian, strawberry, magic key, beehive. take the magic key. So here we go. We got the final payment here. And then, yeah, I'll do that boss fight again. And then I'm gonna get out of here. So yeah, this one, the build strategy here was definitely just these cultists. Popcat, Grumpy Cat, and Shubaduck. Oh, memes. Grumpy Cat, I think I don't even know if Grumpy Cat's Gen Z. Pretty sure Grumpy Cat's millennial. I'm technically a millennial. I'm like right on the borderline. Born in '96, and Grumpy Cat was around. Like Grumpy Cat was around when I was 12 or something like that, I think. Which means that can't be a Gen Z one, right? And then Popcat sounds familiar, and Shubaduck sounds familiar. I'd have to look them up. No, but I think that there's good memes to come out of Gen Z. You just have to know how to pick and choose it. That's the difference, right? It's when people get older, they dismiss everything as dumb, right? Like, oh no, it's the children who are wrong. The key is to you hear every 12 and under is watching Skibbity Toilet, and just like I sit down, like I'm gonna watch this Skibbity Toilet, Skibbity Bop Bop, and I'm gonna see what I think about it. And you know, it's you go in with an open mind and you see, and I think that like I found I had a good time. There's lore, it's comedic, you know, like that one's not that bad. But obviously there's a lot of stupid stuff too. You know, we all start dumb, and we wise up as we go. Right? I'm so smart now. I'm playing Luck Be a Landlord, streaming on my phone. I got my cat came down to sit with me. I'm very happy about that. There we go. All right. Let's take another essence capsule. Not that I need it. With all these cultists, like it's like nothing can go wrong for me because of how much I get. They pay me out each roll. Yeah, that was a $100 spin. I don't have TikTok. I've made like 100 YouTube Shorts or something like that, but I've also never been on YouTube Shorts. There's maybe it's from watching 2,500 movies, but there's part of me that's just like I can't. My brain will rot if I start watching that. Some part of my brain is going to break, and I'll never be able to get it back. Something with my attention span, so I avoid it. Also, just so many of them are hilariously bad. But I love watching the ones that become famous. Like I can't. I want to show you. There's like this famous one that happened recently of like a man flinging down a slide unbelievably fast. Like it's like one of those metal slides, but it's long. So while like the video starts and it's just like of the slide and you hear nothing but thunk 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 thunk, and then right after that there's just a dude. It's a police officer that just goes doof, straight out of the slide, upside down, facing the wrong way, just at like it looks like 50 miles an hour, and then he like rolls over. He's like oh, and it's just perfect. Or there's the number. There's a Joker versus Pennywise. That's a classic. The Hunger Games is probably the worst movie series to come from a book series. Well, immediately after the Hunger Games, Hollywood tried to do literally the same thing again with a book series called Divergent. And all those movies are known to be bad and ripoffs of the Hunger Games. So that's to me that's the first one that comes to my mind. But there's I'm tempted. You know what? I could kill. No, I can't. I shouldn't kill all my dudes. I'm not going to kill all my dudes with generals are off. I'm just going to finish off the game. That was bad. There's like the Maze Runner. Yeah, the Hunger Games does have a prequel movie. There was like the whole Maze Runner series that was also like off of the success of the Hunger Games as well. And then I didn't love the Hunger Games movies, but to be honest, the first one is fine. And Catching Fire is a fun movie in a good part of it. Yeah, I don't remember what the movie name is. I know that the female star is the one who played. You are in middle school. The female star is the one who played Julia in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story remake that came out last year or the year before that I did not see. Uh, I won't. Yeah, I won't be seeing that. I saw both Barbie and Oppenheimer this weekend. Next weekend, I want to see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie and probably Dead Reckoning, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. We'll see if the fiance's up to it again. Our Oppenheimer showing was at 9:30 at night, and that movie's 3 hours long. And we're of age now, so we're wondering if it soured her on it. What the movie I saw the ad of it was. Oh, got it. Well, it was recently. It could have been Puss in Boots 2, The Last Wish. Uh, what else came out? I can't remember anymore. But we've come out recently enough. And then I'm gonna be heading out in a second here. So that's 2 wins at Ascension 0 of Luck Be a Landlord. I know that I was talking through it, making it seem like you could, like it's like a nothing game in the background, but it's addicting. It's like the videos that I said of the old people just mashing the go button on the slot machine. It's what it can turn into if you speed it up and play it like I end up playing it. That's what's in theaters. Oh, that's right. There's Ghibli movies are being shown near me soon. I'm gonna get lost looking at this. Well, thank you for coming and sticking with me through Luck Be a Landlord. I'm glad that I was able to show it off. Ascension 1. If I play it again, I'll play it on Ascension 20. I don't know. I just wanted to purge the execution tier list from my mind, and I think I did a good bit of that. Yeah, we'll see when I come back to this. I hope that you all have a great day. You deserve it, and I'll see you next time.